Welcome back for another exciting season of Hockey Eastern Ontario's Rule of the Week, where each week we're going to take a rule from the Hockey Canada rulebook, break it down for our coaches, our players, and of course our referees so that they can better understand the rule and how it's applied in a game situation. Do you know the difference between body checking and body contact? We're going to explain it. Stay tuned. So this week, we're going to talk a little bit about the difference between body checking and body contact. Body contact being incidental contact, where body checking is not allowed in U13 and below levels of hockey, as well as house league hockey, at least here in Hockey Eastern Ontario. Before we get started, though, we have a sponsor for this week's episode. It is Hockey Eastern Ontario's website. Check out the new Hockey Eastern Ontario website. It's amazing. We're sponsored by a website. How much are they paying us for this? Really? That much? Okay. Have you seen the new Hockey Eastern Ontario website? Check it out. It's amazing. Now let's jump right into the differences between body contact and body checking. Under Rule 7.3 body checking, there are three penalty options. Number one is a minor penalty. This is when a player body checks, bumps, shoves, or pushes an opponent with a minimal degree of violence. A major in a game misconduct can be called at the referee's discretion based on a degree of violence, or if there's an injury results. Of course, as we know, if there's an injury resulting, a major in a game misconduct must be called. For a match penalty, can be called if a player deliberately attempts to injure an opponent by body checking them. Remember that for areas of U13 hockey and below, body checking is not permitted. And in some levels, like house league hockey for Hockey Eastern Ontario, body checking is not permitted as well. So what is the difference between body checking, which is a penalty in some leagues, versus body contact, which is legal? So for body checking, this occurs when a player deliberately contacts an opponent who occupied the space first. The player leaves their established skating lane to make contact. The player deliberately extends an arm, shoulder, or hip after angling an opponent into a limited space, or a player attempts to play the puck, making deliberate contact with an opponent. For body contact, this occurs when a player establishes body position between the puck and the opponent. A player is first to occupy space in order to establish a body position. The player maintains their established skating lane. The player angles the opponent into a limited space, and when incidental contact occurs as a result of playing the puck. So let's take a look at a couple of examples. So look to the right-hand side of your screen right here. Okay. One more time. So is that a body check or body contact? Well, the player makes no attempt to play the puck, and the force is from the opposite direction. The player intentionally plays the body, and so as a result, in some levels of hockey, as we talked about earlier, U13 and below, or in some house league hockey, particularly as it occurs in Hockey Eastern Ontario, this would be a minor penalty for body checking. Let's watch another one. So in this video, you can see player on blue comes in, lays a hit on the player in white. All right. Is this body checking or body contact? Well, again, the player uses their shoulder and drives into the opponent. There is no attempt to play the puck, and they intentionally play the body. As a result, minor penalty for body checking would occur. Let's check out our last example. So in this example, player on white takes the player on red into the boards. Now, is that body checking or is it body contact? In this example, the white defender angles the attacker to the outside. They maintain their established skating lane. They do not push off with any part of the body. And as a result, there is no penalty issued for body checking. So that's just a couple of examples of body checking versus body contact. There could be lots of different examples that we could show you, but we want to keep these videos short. The other thing we're asking officials to do is use your best judgment on the ice. Think about the definitions we just showed you and use them to apply to a game situation. As always, if you have any questions about this video or any of the videos in our series, please feel free to reach out to me. My email address is below. You can also feel free to reach out to your local referee-in-chief. They'll be happy to answer any of the questions for you. Or you can reach out to the referee-in-chief of Hockey Eastern Ontario. His name is John Reed, and his contact information is below as well. As always, we ask you to please like and share this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to get more great content about rules of the week or other videos in our series. Finally, don't forget to support our sponsor, Hockey Eastern Ontario, and their new website. Have you seen the new website for Hockey Eastern Ontario? It's amazing. Until next week, have a safe and wonderful week, and we'll see you back here real soon. All the best.